Hey, what's up? It's Mikexingchen. Do you guys remember about 2 years ago, a city, yes, a city was spotted floating over Foshan in Guangdong province, China. And then, according to CCTV News, another city was spotted floating in China in March of last year, and now yet another floating city appeared again in China. This one was captured on video floating in the clouds over the city of Yueyang. Locals and tourists who witnessed the event are baffled and amazed at the floating skyscrapers, talking to each other hurriedly about what they see in the sky. The video is now viral across many social media platforms, and there have been many suggestions as to what the floating city really is. While others say that NASA had initiated Project Bluebeam, a plan for a new world order. Others, however, explained that the video was ridiculous and that it was all a mirage. And the theory that most people are getting behind is the fact that the smog in China has finally cleared and its citizens are seeing the skyscrapers in the city for the first time. Because according to meteorologist experts, the buildings in the video are real and surrounded by radiation fog that will eventually evaporate when the temperature rises. You know, this topic is so interesting because I remember when I was young, my family took me to Yantai, which is a place in Shandong province, China, and that place was really famous for mysterious looking cities that would appear on the ocean. So if you ever go there and you're lucky enough, you could look out onto the ocean and see what looks like a modern city. Videos have clearly captured this phenomenon and it has been reported on by the state media network in China. What's really interesting is that the buildings that show up on the ocean don't match up with any city in the world, and the footages captured actually show people walking around inside the buildings themselves. Experts say this was just a mirage, but they even admitted that they really had no idea what's causing it. So modern buildings that appear over the ocean that doesn't match any skyline of any city in the world, people actually walking around inside these buildings, I'm gonna go ahead and call alternate universe, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think this floating city is the 999th sign that an apocalypse is coming, or just a really bad case of pollution? Next up, when you think of massive pyramids, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the Great Pyramid of Giza. But did you know that the biggest pyramid in the world title actually goes to the Great Pyramid of Cholula in Puebla, Mexico? And did you know that the pyramid is actually a mountain? The Great Pyramid of Cholula is huge and has a base 4 times larger than the Pyramid of Giza and nearly twice the volume. The pyramid is hidden so well under layers of dirt that it's barely recognizable. Even Spanish explorer Hernan Cortez missed it, which is why he built a church on top of it. The pyramid was known as Tlaxihuatepeto, meaning man-made mountain. And the popular belief of how it came to be is that it was built around 300 BC when people wanted to honor the god Quetzalcoatl. According to the BBC, the pyramid has different layers that were built over many generations. A new group of workers worked on each different layer, which is how the pyramid was able to get so big at an area of 1,480 by 1,480 feet and 157 million cubic feet in volume. To put that into perspective, think about the Great Pyramid of Giza, which has a volume of only 88.2 million cubic feet. According to archaeologist David Carballo from Boston University, the pyramid was abandoned around the 7th or 8th century CE. And as the years passed by, the pyramid's mud blocks provided nutrients to different greenery, which pretty much turned it into a mountain. Around 1800 years or so later, Hernan Cortez arrived with his men and they began to build their religious structures around Cholula. He never found the pyramid though, because it looked just like any other tall hill or mountain. Now, we don't know if the Aztecs knew that the pyramid would be hidden by greenery due to the mud bricks, but we do know that it's thanks to the appearance of the pyramid that it is still there today. The pyramid was completely hidden until the 1900s when locals found it while building a nearby psychiatric ward. Now the site is a tourist destination and is still in tip-top shape. And finally, as if South Korea's technology is not advanced enough, it now wants to create a SuperSpeed Train that can carry passengers at the speed of sound, just over 767 miles per hour. Officials in Seoul are hoping that this new mode of transportation will lessen the time wasted journeying from place to place around the country. And if you're wondering how this train can be that fast, it will be run through low-pressure tubes that could allow the train to potentially travel at twice the speed of magnetic levitation trains, which are currently the fastest in the world. However, this is all still under development, so no one really knows if the low-pressure tube will really allow the train to operate efficiently. We do know that the project should be completed within the next 3 years. This is one of Korea's biggest steps towards a futuristic piece of technology, and let's just say Korea isn't the only country striving towards a more technologically advanced society. Just months after after the SuperSpeed Train announcement from Korea, Los Angeles-based startup Hyperloop has also begun building a futuristic transit system that allows people to reach their destinations faster than ever. Hyperloop is pretty much a long vacuum tube that is suspended off ground for speedy travel and earthquake weather prevention. Not only that, places like Dubai are also working on Hyperloop engineering. So it seems like the competition is ablaze and many countries around the world want to be the first ones to develop such an advanced train system. All this and somehow air travel has managed to get even slower. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. See you later.